Hey everybody, Dan with Pain For You. Today's topic I want to cover is something I see pretty often in emails and messages and comments, is people concerned about old injuries or old surgeries and the pain from that because it didn't heal right or it was botched. So, pain from an old surgery or injury is the topic. Before I dive into that, I'll take a couple of breaths. I know a lot of people like it. So breathe in the confidence, exhale the doubt. Breathe in the courage that comes from accurate knowledge. Breathe out the fear. Breathe in the strength, the inner strength. Breathe out the weakness. So, like I said, I get a lot of people commenting about, I had surgery for this, that, or that, and it was botched, or it never healed right, or the doctor screwed it up, or. And as a result, they believe that they are screwed because they botched the surgery, whether it be a knee, pelvic floor, back, neck, shoulder, whatever. Tendinitis like RSI, people get surgery for that kind of stuff, and because the pain persists, it's very easy to come to the conclusion that doctor screwed it up, surgeon messed up. Look, I still have pain, they fucked it up, excuse my language, but that's the anger that we feel. And so again, it just comes back to the core belief and knowledge that the body heals. And look, if you've been back to your doctor or your surgeon and they've said, the images look good, I don't know why you're still in pain, it's healed up perfectly, there's something else going on. And if you've had an injury and you've taken the precautions and gone through the normal cycle of healing, if you're still feeling pain, something else may be going on. And let's talk about that. Is it possible to have an injury, like a true one, like you twist your ankle and it doesn't heal? Well, if you take the precautions, use your crutches for X number of weeks, the body should heal up fine. However, if you're stubborn, like many people can be, and while it's still hurting, you're still going to go jogging, you're still going to train for that marathon, you're still going to push, it is possible that some injuries won't heal if you don't allow them to. That's like saying, I've got a cut on my hand and it's not healing. Okay, well, if you're picking the scab 18 times a day, it's not going to heal right. Right? So, injuries. If you've gone through the normal healing protocol, the recommended things to give your ankle the rest, or whatever it may be, and you still have the presence of pain, or you've gone through the surgery and you're beyond the normal healing time for that surgery and you're still having pain, something else is going on. And I believe deeply, and it's proven in science, that chronic pain is neuroplastic pain. It is learned pain. And so anything that's gone on for longer than 6 to 8 weeks is really what we call chronic pain. I've got chronic pain, which we always assume means something is still wrong, broken. But it's not necessarily. It could just be that we've learned how to keep these neural pathways wired and firing. And so how does that happen? Well, yesterday I talked about the fuel for chronic pain, and that's fear and attention. So, imagine you get surgery and you're skeptical. I don't know if I should get it. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should. I don't know. I'm being pressured into it by my family, by the doctors. Everybody thinks I should get it because I've had pain for so long. Oh no, I'm worried about this surgery. I'm scared of the recovery time. The pain leading up to it has been horrible. I'm sure the pain afterwards is going to be horrible. Right? And we can literally create all of this anxiety and this fear and this expectation that the surgery is going to be dreadful and horrible, and it's not going to work. And the brain is literally interpreting those as danger signals that, oh my God, he or she has decided that the surgery was screwed up. And even though the doctor says it's fine, the presence of pain is a fairly compelling argument to say it was screwed up. But not necessarily. Because remember, pain is created in the brain. It always is, right? We may interpret sensations, and the brain says, oh, that was dangerous. That equals pain, and that's what it's interpreted as. But pain's always created in the brain. And so if you're instructing the brain and teaching it and telling it over and over again for days, weeks, years that the surgery was botched, they messed it up, they must have messed something up, they don't see it on the MRI, but they screwed it up, look, I still hurt. You're literally teaching the brain to keep those pain signals going, because you have taught the brain that there is a structural physical problem, and the purpose of pain is to protect you from anything that's dangerous. So if you think you've got a surgery in your elbow that was screwed up, your brain's going to go, don't move it that way, don't lift, oh, don't do that, you got a bum elbow, remember the surgery's screwed up. It's always going to default to pain. And so as you start to look at this, injuries, surgeries, they always heal. That's what the body does. Again, unless you're picking at it. You know, if you come out of surgery and you immediately start, you know, lifting weights and, you know, running marathons, and it was a knee surgery and now you're doing squats a day after surgery. Okay, I get it. There are some cases, extreme cases, where we don't give the body enough time to heal. But I can guarantee you the vast majority of people who have chronic pain after surgeries or injuries are not the type who abused their bodies and did not allow their body to heal. These are people that through their fear, their focus, the attention they gave the pain and the surgery, and the anxiety about it, and the worry that it won't heal, is exactly what taught these neural pathways to wire. You guys hear that train off in the distance? There's an old-fashioned train down in town, and it runs with some tourism up and back. Goes up about 10 miles, back about 10 miles, and it's got like a lunch car on it, and I think they serve drinks and food. So that's what that noise was. So again, an old surgery, you know, somebody said adhesions from the surgery is why I'm in pain. Maybe you can see that on an imaging study, but how do you know that it's the adhesions that are causing the pain? Maybe it's the fear that you didn't heal properly. Maybe it's the fear of those adhesions, and as long as the adhesions are there, you're going to hurt. It's a belief system. And again, anytime you convince your brain through these beliefs and thoughts and worries and anxious thoughts that there's a structural problem, the brain's always going to default to, oh my God, there's a structural problem. Don't move that way. Don't move that way. That's dangerous, right? So what do? It's really important to recognize that the body heals. Trust it. Please trust it. If you have a true injury, if you have surgery, trust the doctor. Trust the healing protocol. If you need crutches, use them. Don't start walking before the pain's gone. You know, follow the instructions and trust the body. It's going to do its thing. And that goes for any of this stuff, whether it's a surgery, whether it's an injury, whether it's an onset of TMS. Overall, just trust the body. We're not designed to stay in pain forever. But through our fear, focus, and anxiety, and our attention to the pain, we can literally teach these neural pathways to keep on firing long after any true injury or surgery has healed. And in the case of TMS, you know, this instance of pain that may have been as a result of overwhelming stress and emotions and tension becomes chronic because we fear it, we focus on it, we give it the attention, we're anxious about it and what it means about our future, and we also then get the benefit of going to doctors and getting, as I love to say, medicalized, which is all of these diagnoses and prognoses for a lifetime of pain, and you know, or no answers, whichever it may be. Here's what's wrong, or I have no idea what's wrong. So again, if fear and attention are what makes things chronic, there goes the neighbor. Good thing I'm almost done here. If fear and attention are what makes pain chronic, if we learn through accurate knowledge and self-soothing and reassuring ourselves to turn down the fear, and learn through practice, take some effort and some commitment to shift our attention back to living our life and putting less and less attention on the pains or other symptoms, the brain gets the message and turns off the symptoms, turns off the pains. So if we know how to get into pain chronically, fear, focus, anxiety, attention, the opposite, turn down the fear, turn down the attention, don't focus on it, don't be anxious about it, the brain will turn off the chronic aspect and you'll get rid of the pains. Yes, it is that simple. So in the next video I'm going to talk about, and I'm going to shoot it in a couple of minutes, is whether or not we need to do deep emotional work. So that'll be tomorrow's. So love you guys and gals. I appreciate you. Thank you. And we'll talk to you tomorrow.